Yeah, my name is Ben Iberle. I'm the coach of the Buds. So I've been coaching the Buds for 4 years. I started playing Ultimate in college my freshman year. I had some friends in the dorms who were on the team and got me to come out to practice. I view my role as like a facilitator. College Ultimate's a funny thing because really, like, you know, the goal is to have the players really govern themselves in terms of running the team, and you know, that's the ideal, and I'm there to help them do that and then provide them with the knowledge that I have and help, you know, guide their journeys as becoming better Ultimate players. I think one of the tough things about being a coach is having a plan that you execute well when you come to practice. There are things you do at tournaments as a coach, you know, in games, that's helpful, but really practices are where the coach is providing the most benefit, I think, at this point, at this stage in the development of the sport. That role at practice is only effective if you are able to come up with a plan and then execute it well, and that's really it's about teaching, it's about being a good teacher. And there's a lot of folks who kind of forget that when they jump in. They're like, oh, it's all about sports. Well, really, it's not. It's all about teaching people how to play sports. And so, a lot of the stuff about teaching that's important is also transfers, from a classroom to the field. Some of the most rewarding things are, one would be seeing in tournaments. You've seen really obviously when we do something as a team that we practiced and that we worked on in practice. And seeing that really obviously on the field, it's always happening. Everything that we've worked on kind of adds to what we do on the field in games. But there's sometimes those really obvious moments where it pops out. Also, when a certain practice you work on something and it really doesn't go well, and a week or 2 weeks later or a month later you come back to it and the players have somehow absorbed that knowledge and improved whatever facet of the game I'm talking about there. That's always fun too. Ultimate for me has been pretty all-encompassing in terms of its influence on my life. In a lot of ways, it feels like my whole social circle in college is pretty much all people on the Frisbee team, many of whom I have pretty good relationships with now, even though we don't necessarily live close to each other. As well as, coaching and observing and playing has definitely meant a lot to me in terms of my development, as a person, I think, too. What I'll miss most in terms of coaching as I'm about to leave, I was actually thinking about this as we're about to head out on the tournament this weekend, is spending time with the people, and especially tournament trips. That was one of my favorite things as a college player, and as a coach, it's kind of remained the same. It's so much fun to go on these weekend trips where we have long car rides and hang out with people and get up to antics and stuff like that. For me, it's not really so much what we're able to do at the end of the season, although that is important. It's more about what we were able to do throughout the entire season. If we weren't able to sort of put in the effort and do the work and do the learning during the season, that's going to reflect in what happens at the end of the season. And so that's really the goals I have as a coach, and what I want to see the team do is sort of follow through with what they said they would do at the beginning of the season in terms of what we do at practices, what we do outside of practice.
Oh! That's the best I've ever seen you guys play. Fuck yeah, bud.